Hello, welcome to JIBRIN Angle on Weleke TV. My name is JIBRIN, and this is my angle. Once again, as always, we have Barrister Austin Manta, very senior legal practitioner, with us today to discuss several topics of the moment that borders the issues of the moment. Barrister, thank you once again for joining us today.
It's always my pleasure to be here.
Okay, Barrister, I want to play a video. The first topic we'll be treating today has to do with okay, let me play the video, then we'll talk about it.
One of the ways by which we can defeat Tinubu in 2027 is to have a similar structure like INEC. Have representative in each and every polling unit. We have 176,848 polling units in Nigeria. We can have representatives in these polling units and collect the results from each of these polling units and compute them together. And then be ready for whatever INEC will produce or announce at the end of the day. If that what INEC will announce at the end of the day will not be similar to with what we have collected with our own results, then we can hit the streets and give Nigeria the revolution that it desires. Because then we have something to hold our hands on. We have the actual result of the election. Because if we cannot trust INEC to give us the actual result,
all right, Barrister, did you hear everything that man said?
Yeah, I heard
okay.
him.
Yes, I had to play that because it's something we have talked about in the past. We've been talking about in the past, but I had to play because I actually saw it on Peter Obi's X platform, and that's why I decided to bring it up as a topic. Barrister, was this not exactly what we did in okay, we may not have we may not have done it perfectly 100% the way the man said, but we obviously did all these things. We followed the whole thing. We took sample. People took pictures of the results collated at various polling stations or whatever. So we had proofs, and some of these proofs were actually proofs they took to court that the court actually rejected to admit as evidence. Barrister, what do you have to say about that?
Just in the same way, your line of argument. We have been there before. It is not about getting the correct result. If we want a revolution, let's have a revolution. We don't need an excuse. We already have enough, more than sufficient reason to overturn the country, to have a revolution. But I have always said that if you want to submit yourself to this corrupt and fake process, then you are bound to follow the procedures under that process. Let's not give an excuse of a fake or result that is not correct. We already know, and we insist that this system cannot work here. It has bankrupted the country. It has brought the country down. If we want a revolution, there is more than sufficient reason for it. Let's organize ourselves and take the country back from these people. It doesn't matter. We are not supposed to wait until a result is declared. Once you submit yourself to that electoral process, and I have said it, one of the reasons I criticized Peter Obi was coming into the system. When you come into the system, you are virtually forced to follow the system. If you do not agree with the result of the system, you follow the court. That's what the system says. So stand outside the system because you do not agree with the system. I do not agree with it. Let's fight the system from outside because it bankrupts us, it bankrupts the country, it brings the country to its knees. Let's not give an excuse of a system we do not agree with. And we have seen before our eyes for 2 decades, going to 3 decades, that it is destroying the country. It has virtually destroyed the country. We don't need that for an excuse.
Honestly, Barrister, you've just said it all perfectly, and because of the perfect way you put it out, is I don't have any other thing to add to it. I think we just have to move to the next topic. Thank you so very much. You can never be even more perfect in this what you just said. and that is just it. We've done it before. So this is just flimsy excuse. This excuse does not hold water.